Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back today with Q&A Sunday, episode number 11. Back with those questions. So today we've got some Ultimate Team action. The first time I've shown it. I wasn't actually going to put this out this week, but you know what? I decided to play. You know, I've been playing Ultimate Team, absolutely loving it on the PS4, has to be said. And decided to give the Team of the Week a run for their money. But I put it on Ultimate Difficulty. Now, I didn't even know there was an Ultimate Difficulty. Obviously, there's Legendary, the highest that I've known. And then there's an Ultimate, and it's ridiculous. The AI just simply don't lose the ball hardly ever. Every shot they hit is on target, if not in the net. The goalie is superhuman. You know, it was ridiculous. You'll see there's lots of goals in this match. The commentaries, you know, I left it on because I was just playing on my own. But it started off 1-0. You can see we're 1-0 down, but there's lots of goals to come. So enjoy the gameplay, and we're going to get into those questions. I do apologise beforehand. I have a cold. I don't know why. I never get sick for some reason. So I've got my tissues at hand if we start sniffling. Anyway, we'll get into them first of all here from Champions Forever. He says, hi TTB, can you play Ultimate Team on FIFA 14 next gen? What do you think Konami should add into PES? FIFA has its Ultimate Team. What can PES do? That's how FIFA rocks, though. Keep up the awesome commentary. Love it. Well, thank you very much. And yes, we are playing some Ultimate Team. I would love to show you guys some more FIFA 14 gameplay. But we're waiting for Sony to be able to patch it so I can use my hop-hog and record the gameplay. Because I'm loving Ultimate Team. I really am. I think it's fantastic this year. My team isn't fantastically great. I mean, I think Abate and Evra is the best two players I have right now. 82. My chemistry is a 93. But overall, I think most of my players are between like 76 or 72 and like 80. So, you know, I'm trying to buy a few extra players. I'm trying to make a Premiership team. That's what I want. And make a solid lineup. I've got Remy up top. He's an absolute beast. But anyway, good question. Let's move on to what do you think Konami should add into PES? It's a tough call, isn't it? They have to add something. I mean, they've got Master League, Become a Legend. Yes, they've got separate modes, Champions League, Europa League. But something like Ultimate Team would be brilliant for Pro Evo. The problem is, there isn't a lot of players. Obviously, that's a foul there, a bit nasty challenge. But, yeah, there isn't a lot of players in PES because they're not all licensed. Could be an issue, couldn't it? But they could easily make something like it. I mean, NBA 2K14 has my team now, I feel, which is the same as Ultimate Team. They've copied that. So, yeah, Konami have to do something. They need a mode like that. It would be great fun. There's Master League Online, which is kind of similar. You buy your own players, you make your own team. But, it's, you know, it's not nothing to do with cards. But I would love to see something from Konami in the future. Alright, next up from Nicholas Cam says, what do you work as, and do you think Man City will come close to winning the Champions League? Keep up the good work, by the way. Thank you. What do I work as? Nothing. I'm a student. I go to college. Full-time student. That's why I'm releasing a video a day right now. 7 days a week. Obviously give you guys content because I'm not doing anything. I'm in college, you know. I have 5 online classes, which is a little bit hectic sometimes, trying to keep pace with all of them. But apart from that, you know, I help my dad at work sometimes. But that's about it. But when I do start working, hopefully next year, whether I'm going to be able to keep running 7 videos a week is going to be the issue. I really do love doing YouTube. Fantastic enjoyment over it. I hope you guys enjoy them as well. But we'll have to see. And will Man City come close to winning the Champions League? Well, not after the last game, unfortunately, with Di Michele's getting sent off with a stupid challenge on Messi, wasn't it? They're pretty much screwed now when it comes to going to the new camp and getting a result. It's going to be impossible for them to do so. Maybe they can if Aguero's fit and they have 11 players for the whole game. But we'll have to see. Yeah, most of the Premiership teams' chances are dim. Arsenal are going to be out. Man United aren't going to not concede. They're going to concede a goal at home, United. And then they're going to have to try and score 3 goals. Actually, 4 goals if they concede. That's not going to happen. They haven't scored 4 goals at Old Trafford all season, I don't think. So it's looking a little bit bleak for the old Premiership teams in the Champions League. Alright, next up, Zexian Blue says, are there any things that you dislike about the USA? And are there any things that you miss about the UK? There is a couple of things. What things I miss about the UK? I'll do that first. The food. I've always missed the food. I mean, my mum makes some Scotch eggs now and then because they're delicious and you can't get them over here. Pork pies. I mean, you can go down the, an international shop, but a pork pie, which is probably about that big, is about $15. Mental $15 for a pork pie. I'm not paying that. So there's another goal. It really pissed me off playing Ultimate difficulty. It was a joke. You can see there frustration kicking in. But pork pie, Scotch eggs, food generally I miss big time. Anything else I really miss? TV over here is a bit crap, really. I mean, cable's very limited. Nothing too exciting. But most of the time I'm watching Netflix anyway, so it's not really a big loss. Or I'm playing PS4. A little bit of banter. I think I missed that a little bit. The trying to have a conversation with Americans, you can't get the same sort of feeling. I do have a couple of British friends over here. I should have scored this, but that's a tame finish, isn't it? Should be putting it in the back of the net. But I do miss the old banter. I have a couple of English lads. One of them actually got married over here last year. And when you have a conversation with them, it's a little bit jokey, it's a little bit fun. If you try and have a little bit of that with an American, it doesn't happen. Penalty given here. I didn't think this was a penalty at first glance, but then when I saw the replay, I was like, okay, I completely missed the ball. Anuhar's an absolute tank. QPR, this guy, he's a beast. He's an absolute beast. And should have saved the penalty, but whatever. So I'm getting distracted. Any things you dislike about the USA? Not that much. I mean, I love the weather. Look at that, stutter step. I mean, come on, Noy. I mean, Foster in goal. Stick your hand up, save that. But didn't happen. But no, I don't think there's anything I really dislike that much. The weather's great. I mean, it's expensive. Pretty expensive to live here, that has to be said. Sometimes the people are a little bit two-faced as well, up and down here and there. But overall, I think Florida's a decent state. I probably wouldn't stay here my whole life. I like to go somewhere a little bit more lively in the future. But overall, it's nice right now. Alright, next up from Mr. Onky100 says, oh yes, one more question. This was, I think, from last week or the week before. Besides Career Mode and Master League, are you doing both Career Mode and Master League, but you do not upload them on YouTube? I mean, you're not only doing campaigns. I know what he means. He means that, am I doing careers that you guys aren't seeing offline, that I'm not uploading to YouTube? Not really. The only one I'm doing is this, the FIFA Ultimate Team. I think that's it. On PES, everything I'm doing you guys are seeing. I've done the Champions League, the Master League with United. But on FIFA 14, I'm really just playing Ultimate Team. I was doing a career mode with Tottenham. I probably played about 10 games. Then I switched it to United, played about 7 games. And then I thought, well, you know what, let's go and play Ultimate Team. Got hooked on it. So that's basically what I'm playing right now. Thoroughly enjoying it. But otherwise, yeah, you guys are seeing everything that I'm playing. Alright, another one from... sorry, this is the same question. Let's move on from that one. Hey TTB, this one's from King Abue. Says, hi TTB, here's my question. What do you think would happen to the popularity sales of FIFA and PES if Konami were able to acquire the Premier League license? I ask this because a lot of my friends use the excuse that PES is crap, as they have teams like North London and Man Blue. Well, people that always do that, for me, crack me up, because they obviously don't know anything about Pro Evo. They're not long-time fans, they're just people that think because the teams aren't named properly, that it's a shit game. Which is madness, isn't it? Because Pro Evo was actually the best football game ever back in the PS2 days, and it didn't have any of the real names. It was called Man Blue, North London, Roberto Larcos. The stupidest names ever, but the gameplay was so good that it was that good. But if they acquired the Premier League license, which is never going to happen, because Konami are... so look at this. Ridiculous. Another 4-0 down. Getting absolutely mullered here. I was getting really frustrated playing this game, but we'll see what happens. But I think if they got the Premier League license, it will be a massive boost for them. Because, like you said, there's a lot of young kids that play FIFA. A lot. And unless they have their team fully licensed with a proper kit, everything, even though they can just download an option file, which most people don't know how to do, they won't play it because it's not licensed. It hasn't got the proper kit, the proper players and all that malarkey. So it would help the sales, I think, but it's not going to happen. We can dream on. EA have got that wrapped up for years and years. Alright, next up from Aidan Humphrey says, hey TTB, what is the best game you've played, not PES or FIFA, and which is your favourite MLS team? Favourite game, should have scored here again, another save, madness. What is your best game? I've loved Time Splitters, I've said this before I think, Time Splitters Future Perfect is a fantastic game. Score one back there, an own goal. But I love that game. It was brilliant. It was just something about it, fast-paced craziness. I played online for hours and hours. But I've also enjoyed the likes of The Last of Us on PS3. I thought that was a fantastic single-player game. So well done. Exclusive PS3 games have always been solid. I've always enjoyed them. Infamous, I thought that was a great game as well. We've got the new ones coming out this month, so may take a look at that. Probably that's about it. I mean, I don't play Xbox, as you guys know. I don't have an Xbox. So probably those are around about my favourites. But Time Split is definitely up there as number one. And favourite MLS team, I don't have one. I don't watch the MLS. I mean, how's that not a penalty there? That was not given. And I think I went back and had a replay of that. Yeah, I did. I had a replay of that. Because I was like, how's this not a penalty? But anyway, favourite MLS team, I don't really have one. I mean, look at this. He hasn't got any of the ball there. I mean, my guy's kicked the floor because, look, he's tripped my back left leg up. Look, ref. That's ultimate difficulty for you, ripping you off, left, right and centre. But yeah, I don't really have one. I don't watch the MLS. It doesn't really interest me a whole lot, unfortunately. But, you know, maybe, you know, I know Orlando City, not Orlando City, what are they called here? Orlando FC or something, who are playing up the road from me or near me are hopefully going to be playing the MLS. So we'll have to see. Bang one back there with Remy. Great finish. Next up from Alan Kelly. Do you think Liverpool can stay consistent and get a Champions League spot? Or even win the league? I think they can, to be honest with you. I think if they're defensively good enough, they can stay up there. Will they be able to win it, though? I don't think so, because I don't think they're going to beat the likes of Chelsea and Man City and Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal. Arsenal aren't playing that great. They can beat Man United, because anyone can. You know, the fear factor's gone there for United this season. But Suarez up front is a machine. Probably one of the best forwards in the world. You know what I mean? If you had him, Ronaldo up front, and Bale right now, you'd be on fire. I mean, absolutely sizzling. So yeah, I think they can. But defensively, you know, they concede goals. You know, but you know they beat Swansea 4-3, but they scored 4, they conceded 3. So, you know, I hope they do. I mean, I would love to see Liverpool win it among anyone else. That if United aren't going to win it, which obviously isn't going to happen, love to see Man United, Liverpool. Sorry. Alright, next up from Zalian Yabar. Hey TTB, what is your favourite food? Love your videos. Greetings from Malaysia. What is up? Greetings from the US of A. I'm getting distracted today. It's put me off for some reason. But my favourite food, you know, just the generals. I like pizza, burgers, unhealthy food, really, isn't it? I like lasagna. You know, my dad's Italian. So, you know, my mum's always cooking Italian food, pasta, lasagna. So I do love that. We always have a Sunday roast, which is good fun. Chicken, you know, potatoes and veggies, which I'm not really a fan of vegetables. I don't know how anyone likes them. Just don't do it for me, really. But yeah, Scotch eggs, absolutely love them. But that's because I don't eat them as much now than I used to. So those are probably my main kind of foods. But yeah, your main foods. I'm just your ordinary Joe. Alright, we're running out of time here, but we'll move on. Jamaicos25XD says, is there any chance of you giving more quantity of videos? I think this would raise your reputation and would love it. I'm sure more would too. I would love to make more, but it's hard making one a day, to be honest with you, because I have other things to do. I stay around the girls' place on the weekend, so I try and cram all the videos in as quick as possible. But I wish I could, but unfortunately, one a day at the moment is my limit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all we got time for. Be sure to rate, comment and subscribe. We'll be back next week for some more. But until next time, take care.